Good morning, heroes, and welcome back. We're gonna play a little bit of a hunter today. I talked up how great they were, so last night I spent some time leveling up. We actually only got to level 14. We'll hit 15 today, no prob. Let's get our buddy out. Um, Hunters are very unique in the fact that they can do a ton of damage. Plus, they have a pet that helps tank it. We are going Beastmaster, so just to let you know, the first 5 points I've spent are 3 points into the aspect of the Hawk, so that we get a little bit more damage with speed, as well as a little bit of the endurance training, so that our pet and us have more health. We need to go finish up our quest for the Prowler Paws, as well as Raptor Heads. So any Raptors we run into, as well as any Prowlers, we're going to do that. When we hit 15, we will start doing some dungeons, mainly just for gear. And again, currency, as we talked about in our last one, the Runes of Ascension, these become very important when we're trying to get enchants. Speaking of enchants, we do have Power Shot. It's not really the one that I think we need personally for this build, but it is one that if we end up going, say, like Marksman, would be fantastic. We also have Mark's Detonation, which is good, and Power Through. Both are really, really good if we were playing a Marksman's Hunter, which, again, we may switch to if dungeons start picking up a little bit better and start doing more XP for us. Also, while we're out here, we'll run up here. We'll do some Centaur Bracers. We've also got the, let's see. No, we already finished that one. So we'll actually run down to this one to do the Centaur Bracers. Because we need to do the Test the Seeds and all that loveliness there. Now, one thing I also want to point out with Hunter is the fact that your pet does have a hunger bar. If you keep them happy, they do more damage. If they get to just normal, they're at 100%. If they get unhappy with you, they're at 75% total damage. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're a Beastmaster and a lot of your abilities are going to retain or be done from your pet, yeah, keeping the pet happy is a must. Also, we picked up skinning, so, I mean, you guys know the drill there. The hunter that I'm leveling with, my friend Devin, that hunter is doing blacksmithing. And I'll let you know. I don't know, maybe I'm just having bad luck in getting nodes to spawn or what, but it has been rough to get his profession up. I will say that doing blacksmithing and mining, you get to triple dip in XP doing that because you get points, you get XP for mining the node, you get XP for smelting the ore, and then you get XP for crafting it in some form of armor or weapon. Excuse me. So there is that. Okay. Reason why we're going with a raptor, by the way, is they actually get a skill that allows them to do bleed. It's right here. It's called Savage Rend. We can eventually get a skill that will allow us to do more damage based on targets bleeding. So as long as our raptor is getting that skill off and it hits, we do more damage to bleeding targets. Or if we're playing with, say, like a druid that is using cat form with the bleed build that we've been playing with on our druid, they'll do more damage when we're hitting that target, things of that nature. So lots of fun there. Oh, excuse me, goodness. Interrupted. We're gonna have to buy some salt. I don't know if we ever get an ability to cause bleed. It may be a melee skill, and we don't do melee skills. Why are we not getting any drops? This is crazy. This is almost... There we go. I was about to say, it's almost always 100% drop rate. What, are you trying to come over here and steal my stuff there, level 9 priest? Shouldn't even be over here, dude. This is not a level 9 priest area. Alright, so we need several more raptors. I'm not overly worried about this quest, simply because we can come down when we get the Stealing Silver quest and the Angry Raptors, or whatever it's called. You can get the heads relatively quickly. I really wish I could stop yawning. Jeez. Been awake for more than an hour. Of course, yesterday, for whatever reason, let's see, what else did I not need? You. Immolation trap can come up here. I don't need you. Yeah, there we go. Yesterday I'd been up for quite a while because I made breakfast yesterday, and I went through and did all that and chit-chatted with the family, and then it was like I sat down and my brain was like, yawn time. All right. So over here, there's two primary quests that we can do because we don't have the turtle quest yet. We can do these guys because we need their bracers or whatever it is. Yeah, bracers. And then we also have to swim into this lake and turn in a seed quest. I believe it's this one. Oh no, it's this one over here. But there is a quest for these turtles at a certain point. So let's actually go over to the correct lake so we can turn that in. The bracers we need, as well as the Barrock's head. Barrock is actually north. He's up over here. But we're going to run straight across. Oh, goodness gracious. Water. There we go. Water. Ugh. But I hope everyone is having a fantastic Sunday morning so far. Let's see. Today, I feel like is going to be a good day. That is what I feel like. I just realized, because of the way I've got the color scheme set up, I look like a floating head with this shirt on. I'm wearing a blue shirt, so I look like a floating head today. So, that's good information to remember for later. Don't wear blue. There it is. There's the oasis. I was like, bro, what? There we go. Now, I will say, for pure damage points, Marksman is probably the best way to go versus Beastmaster early on, because Beastmaster won't really get anything good for a good while. Like, the best skill we get is Kill Command at 34. Wow, we don't get that till 60. Why does it show 74 and 75? We can only get to 60. Did I miss an announcement? Or are they preparing us to go into Burning Crusade? Well, even then, we couldn't do 74, 75. Because Burning Crusade's only up to 70. I wonder if the levels are incorrect. Do they all have that ended it? Hold on. Is it just that goes to 60? That goes to 60. So I think this is just messed up. I think. Don't quote me on that. Like, it legitimately may be like that. I'll take a screenshot of it and send it off to the team just to be like, hey, what's up? But, yeah, I mean, like, that's trippy. We want to come swim way down here first. Hit this. And we want to come grab this. Oh. Oh, okay, no. There we go. Oh, better. Okay. Now we can do the armbands. I want to run and turn in these two quests first, though, so that we might get the turtle quest. I don't remember if we do or don't. But I want to at least try to get the turtle quest before we go running off to take out more centaurs and whatnot. Plus, we need to finish the raptors, too, so... And we don't have enough gold yet to level up our speed. It's frustrating being stuck at 40. My other hunter, the one that I'm leveling with Devin, he's the one that got all the books. I might be able to steal the ones from the warlock. But I think he used it too. Which is a bummer. But it is what it is. Because we need basically 4 gold in order to get our mount speed up. Excuse me. Stop here. Yep, altered beings. There we go. That's the turtle quest. What are you doing over here? You're supposed to be over there. Now, the problem we're going to run into, if I try and tame Ichiaki here, we will run into an issue where we'll have to abandon the quest and then re-pick it up in order to complete it. So I don't know if that's really what I want to do, is tame him. He's a really good pet, but I just don't know if that's what I want. We may just stick with our raptor and go on about that. Let's see, we can put that down there for now. We'll learn that here in just a second. That's all sellables. This one little hill, you have to be careful because you can phase in and out of 2 different zones. Just like that. It makes it real fun to complete your quest for the heads, but like we've already finished it now. But when you're trying to take on one target and you move just a little too much, you phase out. So at some point, I'm hoping they'll fix that problem. But until then, for people that are trying to do the quest, it's actually a really fast way to get that done. We've got quite a bit we can do for leather working, I think. Yeah, we could make 33 kits and some more light leather. Anything to level us up, man. So I'm hoping that when we get over here, there's no one else trying to do this quest. Because people could be turds. What? Stop. Whatever's flying in front of my face, knock it off. I don't know why Druid was waiting for somebody to come do the quest, but that's fine. Alright. There we are. Now we can run over here and finish doing the leader quest and the bracers quest. Just try and knock that out. We're about to hit 15, which is good. Now, here's the thing with dungeons, and I will agree with everybody that says it, because a lot of people said this yesterday. And the day before. Dungeons do not give out a lot of XP. If you're gonna do a dungeon, it is not to get XP. It is to get gear, any mystic enchants that are in dungeons. Like we found a really cool one for hunters the other day. And then on top of that, it is for just doing something to break up the monotony of being a DPS out in the wild. Dungeons do have a little bit faster of a queue than we are usually used to. So just bear that in mind as well. But the primary reason I do them is not for the gear, not for the possibility of the mystic enchants. It's to get more of the runes of Ascension. Because turning in quests, you get about 100 runes every time you turn in a quest. Every dungeon gives you 250. And if we get lucky enough to have any quests with the bobblehead, then we get even more, right? And yes, we do have the ability to get gear. It should not be your primary focus for this. I love it when people take out a target and don't loot their stuff. Actually, I think what's happening is when you see it saying that it's already tagged and you can't skin it, I think that's people doing challenges. Because some people are crazy and have already started doing like nightmare runs and hardcore runs and Iron Man challenges. And look, more power to you. That's all I'm saying. That is epically insane to be doing that when you can't get XP scrolls to level faster. You can't get heirloom gear to level faster. Like, that's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And what's his face should be up over here. There's like a little thing. Yeah. Right up over there. And as you can see, There's plundered boots up there you can get to. And look, there's something there too. Crackling totem. They are fighting people. So we're going to just waltz right in here and steal whatever this is. Ooh. Casting Lightning Bolt or any shock spell reduces the current cooldown of Fire Nova by 1 second. Oh, who's attacking me? They're in the ground? Okay. I don't know how that was fair. Wow. We need better food, apparently. Don't worry, dude. We got your back. Little mage boy. Level 14 mage. Okay. I just need more bracers so we can go turn in both of these quests at the same time. Paladin running off there. Alright, mage left our group. That's fine. Oh, that's a rare. Yeah, you should have paid more attention to what you were fighting there, boss. Yeah, we're gonna leave that alone. Because I don't even think we've got the chops to take that thing down. Let's just go wander in here and take out some stuff. Because I don't want to fight the really scary elite that's over there. Oh, lag. Oh, don't start this nonsense today, game. I tell you what, the AoE on their little storm skill is ridiculous. Alright, I know I've already clicked one of these, but can I click it again? Okay, no. This gives you a druid skill. If you guys didn't see that the last time we clicked one while we were on our druid. There's 15. We'll grab that here in just a second, because that's going to be our next Mystic enchant, which is awesome. And I'll say this is probably where we really need to decide, are we truly going to go Beastmaster, or are we going to go Marksman? Now, I have the ability to, oh, well, not on this one, never mind. On the one I'm leveling with Devin, I have the ability to do all 3 specs if I really wanted to. This one, we kind of make that decision early on. We could still reset all of these talents if we wanted to. We're just running. But let's see here. All damage caused by you is increased by 1% while your pet is active, and the critical strike chance of your pet's special abilities is increased by 10% while kill command is active. We don't get kill command until level 34. So this early on, all it does is increase our damage. Improved aspect of the monkey increases the dodge bonus chance of your aspect of the monkey and aspect of the dragon hawk by 2%. We don't get dragon hawk for a while either. That's, according to this, 74, which I don't think is accurate. Thick hide increases the armor rating of your pets by 7% and your armor contribution from items by 4%. And then we have improved revive pet. Revive pet casting time is reduced by 3 seconds. Mana cost is reduced by 20%. And increases the health your pet returns with by an additional 15%. Don't really care about that one. This one is good, and this one is good for Beastmasters. No, that is a worse bow for us. What the heck? 8 silver. And then he's supposed to have more quests. There we go. Varog the Dervish. He's out this way. This is one where you have to take out enemies in order to get him to spawn. Let's go back to town, turn in some more quests, see how high up we can get there, do some leather working, and then buy some more food. Boss strength. Now, as we run, we'll talk about marksman because this is the other one that I would love to do. We get multi-shot at 18, which is awesome. But we also get lethal shots we could do. Increases the critical strike chance with ranged weapons by 1%. That's awesome. Reduces the pushback suffered from damaging attacks while casting steady shot by 23% and increases your chance to hit by 1%. How can I resize the map? Are you using an add-on? I want to resize it while it's on my left side. Are you talking about doing this? Or are you talking about this? The mini-map? Because I'm using an add-on called Elf UI, which changes the map. It changes my action bars, chat, all that fun stuff. I don't know why she moved. This is...
What do you need?
It was interesting. Okay, grab his new quest. Alright, let's do some leather working real quick. The left side, I want to make it bigger. I mean, if you're talking about my mini-map, for me, that's on the right-hand side. I do apologize. This is through the Elf UI quest. Like, or the Elf UI mod. if you're talking about this map, again, this is going to be from the Elf UI add-on. I don't think there is a way in the regular UI to make it bigger. Okay. I think because I'm going Beastmaster with Devin, I think we should go um uh marksman for this guy. Just so we can have kind of like a differential between the two. We're that for the agility. Technically, we're supposed to be mixing int and agility into this character from what I've looked up. I could be completely wrong on that, but it that's the way it seems that it's supposed to be. This improved stings increases the damage done by your serpent sting and wyvern sting by 30%, and the mana drained by your viper sting by 30%. In addition, reduces the chance your sting damage over time effects will be dispelled by 30%. Okay. Vile poisons increases the damage dealt by your poisons and envenom ability by 20% and gives your damage over time poisons an additional 30% chance to resist dispel effects. That's for rogues. But yeah, I think we'll switch this guy over to marksman. So let's do that real quick, and then we'll pick our new gizmo here. Increases their attack speed by 50%, but the pet will hit faster, but each hit will do less damage. Increases pet's movement speed. Yeah, I want to give them more armor. Sounds good. Go here. Let's reset all talents. It cost me 375. That's fine. So now you'll notice that there's 0 here. We want to pick up critical strike. Get all 5 points there. That's fine. Increases your range attack power by an amount equal to 33% of your intellect. So this is what I was talking about. Is like you can use int to get more mana, but I think agility determines how much damage we do. Not a problem, Adrian. I'm glad I could help. Improved Hunter's Mark. Increases the bonus attack power granted by your Hunter's Mark ability by 10% and reduces the mana cost of your Hunter's Mark ability by 33%. You can actually get it to where Hunter's Mark is 0 cost, and it is 30% more bonus. So Hunter's Mark, just in case you guys don't know, you place a Hunter's Mark on a target, increasing the ranged attack power of all attackers against that target by 20. In addition, the target of this ability can always be seen by the hunter, whether it's stealth or turns invisible. The target will appear on the minimap, lasts for 5 minutes. Good for PvP, great for PvE, because everybody that does ranged damage against that single target that has Hunter's Mark on it will do more damage to them. Mortal Shots increases critical strike damage bonus of your ranged abilities by 6%. That's what I want, though. We are probably going to do like 3 points here, possibly. We'll fill this one up. Eventually, we may come back and grab Improved Hunter's Mark, or we'll just wait until we can get a glyph to put it, or a Mystic Enchant to put in, so that we just get Improved Hunter's Mark. Now, speaking of scrolls, so we can do Marked Detonation. The first time you apply Hunter's Mark to a target above 75% health, your next ranged ability on a target will critically hit and restore 15 base mana. This is the one that I want. You have Combat Rhythm. Using Mongoose Bite or Counterattack increases the damage done by your next Arcane Shot, Explosive Shot, or Quick Shot by 15% and reduces their mana cost by 50%. This is good if you're going melee. And then Hunting Frenzy. This is good for Beastmasters. Increases the damage of your pet special abilities by 10% while your Hunter's Mark is on the target. We are going with Marked Detonation. That being said, let's go into here. Click this guy right there, and we are grabbing... What? Where? Jeez. Bam, now it's on there. So the next one's not until level 25, so we've got quite a bit of a way to go. We do want to try and get some more legendary deals here. So just to kind of go over the legendary ones, we have Marksmanship Mastery. Your attacks penetrating through 12% of the target's armor, which is great. Beast Mastery, which is the one we need for our other one, increases damage done by your pet by 8% and its critical strike done by 5%, which is great. There's Aspect of the Fox. It teaches you Aspect of the Fox. Auto Shot and Steady Shot are usable while moving, which will be phenomenal regardless of what spec you are. Barbed Shot is another good one. Fire a shot that tears through the enemy, causing them to bleed for 74 physical damage every 8 seconds. This is a great one to have if you're trying to do a bleed build for that talent that I was talking about earlier. Flare Strike. Fire a flare that exposes any hidden or invisible enemies within 10 yards for 2 seconds. When it expires, a rain of arrows is called down, dealing 112 physical damage. Enemies hit are slowed by 30% and take 10% more damage from you for 10 seconds. The damage is increased by 25% on target of your Hunter's Mark. I've actually seen this one go off, I believe, and it's actually pretty dope. I don't know how well it does damage, but there you go. Blood Tracker, Deadly Bite. Dealing damage with Mongoose Bite or Counterattack applies Deadly Bite. Deadly Bite, bleeding for 34 damage over 12 seconds. It increases the damage taken of Raptor Strike by 10% per stack. Stacks up to 5 times. Stampede. This is a good one for Beastmasters. Summon a herd of stampeding animals from the wilds that deals 228 physical damage to your enemy over 6 seconds. The animals run up to 30 yards in front of you. Enemies struck by the stampede take increased damage from you or your pet, and your pet, by 3% for 20 seconds, stacking to 4. Enemies' movement speed is also reduced by 50% for 3 seconds. Survival Mastery. Critical strike damage and critical strike chance of your explosive shot and explosive trap is increased by 6%. Explosive Charge. Your explosive shot deals 25% of its damage split to other enemies within 5 yards. This just takes explosive shot and makes it AoE. Expunge. Your Chimera Shot applies Cobra Venom. When Expunge deals damage, the cooldown of Chimera Shot is reset. Cobra Venom deals 54 nature damage over 15 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. When reaching 3 stacks or the target dies, the Cobra Venom is expunged, dealing 62 nature damage to enemies within 10 yards. Pretty dope. The ones I really would like to do for me is either go Marksmanship. This is a good one. Or I would like to get either Barbed Shot or Explosive Shot. One of these two would be really good. This one would be pretty okay. Stampede wouldn't really help us, though it would be a cool one to have. So that is why we are going to need an absolute ton of Runes of Ascension. Because we're going to have to do a lot of enchanting. Alright, so let's see here. Let's buy up some more food, because we need new food now. We also need to empty out our bags and hope to have enough after getting some food. Like, this is the food I'm using for our pet. Because it doesn't matter what food you give it. This and this can go away. Let's go in here and grab... Okay. And then as far as water goes, we don't need a lot of it, so I'm not going to do a lot of it. There we go. And sadly, we still don't have enough for our next mount speed. It's fine. All right, so as far as quests go, y'all can see we have a ton of quests here. Our primary ones are going to be the Screechers, and so we're actually going to just head down this way because we can complete a bunch of quests all at once. Going down there, the Harpies I think are going to be the last thing we do because the Harpies require you to come up here, take out a bunch of Harpies, run back, take a bunch of Harpies, run down. It's like it's just back and forth, and I don't feel like doing that right this second. It may be something I do off camera, just because it takes a lot of time. Ugh. Let's see here. So, as far as quests go, we've got the Stolen Silver, we've got the Thornweavers down here, we've got beaten, like, we got to find this, we got the Water Sea. I mean, there's just a lot to do here, and that's before we even get to Camp Tharaho. So, but there, yep, there he is. We don't have any new things, do we? Quick shot, arcane shot, serpent sting. And then let me just double check here. So first time, so it doesn't matter what we do there. And this is quick shot. Increases the critical strike chance of quick shot. Chances doubled on bleeding targets. That's the one that needs bleed. Fire launch. No, no idea. What exactly does Power Shot do? You wind up a powerful shot with just 250 weapon damage to the target and all enemies in between you and the target. Your attack bypasses 25% of armor for 10 seconds on enemies, and they are also knocked back. That's actually pretty dope. Can't wait to get to 30 for that. I am running the wrong direction because I was trying to look at too much stuff. Ba-ba-ba. But yeah, Hunter, in my opinion, has been a lot more interesting and fun to mess with than the Druid. And I think that's because I'm just not doing the Druid properly. Like, I'm not trying to bash Druid at all. I just don't think it is what we were hoping it was going to be. All right, so while we're over here, let's do the turtles. So in theory, our damage should now be getting increased. So I like how that guy was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna let the turtle do a ton of damage to me. So we need 8 turtles. And there's a bunch of people over here doing the turtles. That's a bummer. So maybe we don't do turtles right now. Let's go see if we can click this one. There's no druid chick sitting next to it, so maybe this will give us a new one? Or a different one? Symbiotic nature, okay. That's definitely new. I think we already have that for the druid, though. Nature's Abundance is the one that you get with the druid girl next to him. Alright. There's mushrooms all the way out here. I thought they only grew near the water. That's interesting. Alright, so for this guy to spawn, what you're supposed to do is just take out a bunch of people. And then eventually they'll be like, oh my gosh, we need so-and-so to show up. It's not that he spawns so fast. There's another person we can fight. Oh, rogue with a bow. All right. Okay. Like the fun thing for me is like I know what it is that you have to do to get this guy to spawn. See? You have to take out enough people that they will be like, oh my gosh, someone's taking us all out. He summoned himself. That was... There we go. Alright, leave party. Because I need the creature scaling to come back on. We really need the turtles, but I think people are still doing the turtles. That's the problem. Now, the real question is since we're going to go marksman, is it like it is in retail where you actually get the damage buff for not having a pet? Because in dungeons, I won't mind that, but in the open world, we're definitely not doing this without no pet. Bear Druid is taking that out. Too many people are at this one. So we are going to just mount up, and then we are going to go... We're going to finish some other stuff. We'll do the turtles when we get closer over there to turning in Varog's quest. So what we want is to head down this way. Actually, I want to say it's over this way. There's like a nest of the raptors. Because we need 3 feathers, and we don't have any, because we haven't taken out any raptors. But there's a spot where there's the nests and then the raptors. And I want to say that it is over there. Because I believe it's this big old hill. Yeah, it's right over here. There's usually a ton of raptors that you can fight right here. And all you need is 3 in order to get the 3 feathers that you need. That should be all 3 feathers, though it says we only have 2, so we'll have to take out another raptor here in a sec. Like that guy right there. And we may make a macro so that we can heal our pet, get mark hunter's mark on everything. Bear tank. Another hunter. Oh, that's a nice one. A Kumai Snapjaw. That's from the dungeon, I think. But yeah, the turtle pets are the best tank pets you can get as a hunter. Like, period, hands down. It's never good when you look out in the distance and just see somebody walking in place. I'm sure they were phasing, but still. I just like seeing it. Alright, already halfway through 15. This is great. Let's see. We've got our crit up, which is good. Here's the thing, like, the only way we can take pushback damage... we don't really need another feather. We'll wait. That'll get turned in. That, there. There. Rest of this is sellable. The deal that we have with the pushback damage when it's talking about here is we can only take pushback damage from ranged. If we're in melee, we can't shoot our bow. This isn't like retail where... hunters can be point blank and still shoot their bows. Or heck, we might make a macro to where if I cast Hunter's Mark... Well, no, I don't want to do that because if we do that in a dungeon, that would be terrible. I was going to say, I could do one where if we're in a dungeon and I throw Hunter's Mark, our pet auto attacks the Hunter's Marked target. But I don't know. Well, there's something right across there. I want to skin this guy. Where'd it go? There it is. I want whatever this is. This is cool. This might be another druid spell. Using Healing Touch or Nourish on an ally increases their healing taken from your healing over time effects by 20% for 5 seconds, stacking up to 2 times. So yeah. Like, look at that. We got... Move that one over there. So we've got 1, 2, 3 druid spells out here in our zone. This is awesome. We need 3 more turtles. I mean, if you're not gonna skin them, bud, we're gonna go ahead and skin all of them. That is just free XP for us, as well as free leathers. I like it. Usually nobody's out here doing these turtles. This is crazy. You usually have free reign on the turtles here. because everybody's doing them in other areas. Mount up. Run back towards the beginning here. Two more turtles. It'd be nice if people wanted to, you know, party up and assist that way, but no. See, like, that didn't even give us anything. Look at that. 2 shots and we had that thing down to half health. Because we got a nice little crit right there at the beginning. Plus, with Hunter's Mark on right now, we get the bonuses from it. Alright. We just need one more turtle to give up its shell. Could you imagine if skinning, like, you don't get it the first time, but you have skinning, so then you skin the creature, and it gives you one from that? That would be nice. It'd make skinning more important, I think. Alright, that's all the turtles we needed. It's also a bummer we didn't get the whistle for the turtles. 1 to int. And it does more damage, but we're using a bow. I don't know how it does. Let's see, 10 damage per second. Oh, that's why, because it does more damage per second. By almost 3. That's insane. Yeah. We'll go to the bower and see if we can buy an upgraded bow. And away we go. We're gonna have to come right back over here to find the guy. He usually spawns right down there where somebody's standing. That's usually where he spawns, and then he makes this really big trek around that lake area. But as you can see, like, we forgot to do the silver and this down here. But since we're already up this way, we'll turn this in, then we'll come back down and grab these before we go turn everything in. Because when we turn this in, he's going to have us come back down that direction anyway, so it just makes more sense to do it then. All right. But yeah, we've got plenty here that we can enchant or re-roll, whatever you want to call it.
Blood and thunder. What do you need?
All right. Here's side quest. Open this agile. Increases our agility. That's nice. Alright, so now we just run straight down here. We want to get his head. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. I was trying to run around that guy enough to where he wouldn't aggro, but that's fine. So we're going to come down here. We're going to try and get him. Then we're going to run down some more. We've got the Thorn Weavers. We've got like all this right down here to do so that we can come back up and just turn in everything here. And then we can work on the Harpies. Once we complete everything that we can do at Crossroads, except for the stuff that's going to take us back to Orgrimmar, or take us out into Mulgore, or take us up to Ashenvale, that kind of stuff. Because we found out with the Druid, this was the cool thing that we figured out. With the Druid, we found out that once you get to a certain point where things are a little bit harder to do, just change zones, right? So like if we went to Ashen Vale right now, everything there is going to be like level 30 plus, right? Or 27 plus, I think is what it really is. Yeah. Yeah, no. So there's that. And then what we did from there was we let's see. Has he not spawned yet? Or that is not what I wanted. Ow. The heck is this? Corrosion. Taking 22 damage a second. It says he's over here. I'm taking more damage now per second. Who's still on me? He usually spawns there, but it's saying that his spawn is over here now, which is weird. But we'll run over here and find out. I don't think it's accurate that his spawn is over here. Hmm. I'll take an invite by anybody. It says he's supposed to spawn here, but I don't think he does. I mean, homie's level 17. Maybe he knows more than we do. I would just start trying to invite everybody, dude. Hmm. Because I know he wanders. That's the problem with this particular quest. Is he wanders around. And it says that his quest is actually over here. And this is where I thought he spawned. Yeah, we got a 23, a 24 Blood Elf Paladin. See what I'm talking about, though? Like, these Blood Elves, the Tarn, maybe. Those are people that they did their area and then they you know came to somewhere because they couldn't finish where they were at. All right, he went off running. But see, like, the thing is this dude will wander off this way. And then he goes out this direction. Like, he takes a very weird pathing. So if you don't tag him when he first spawns... Oh, I found him. Okay. So there's that quest done. So we can leave party. And then we can mount up. And now we want to keep running south. So that we can do the next two quests that we have over here. And it looks like there's a world lootable here. Oh, man. World forged. Shiny. Oh, great. Crusader of the Light. After 12 auto attacks or melee abilities, your next auto attack hits twice and reduces the cooldown of Avenging Wrath by 10 seconds. I think that's what the paladins were talking about in the dungeon we did yesterday. I think. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that's what they were talking about. So here, there is a quest right up over there. There's also a World Forged item, I believe, also right there. It's a totem. If memory serves me correctly. We lose too much for that. We're at 760 bullets. Arrows. We have enough, I think, now for our mount speed increase. Nope, nope, this is a wedding ring. Which is Strength Spirit, which is a weird combo. All right, and now we have Stealing Silver, and then we just have a bunch of these guys to deal with. Because it is the tusks that we need. Stolen Silver is really simple. We don't really have to do much except for run down into the area. And then from there, we're golden. It's crazy how much XP we get for just discovering a new area. A level 22 still only has 40 mount speed? By that level, homie, you like, we have enough now and we're level 15. Our other hunter sold some stuff on the auction house and was able to get like 5 gold from it, so... Now here's the deal. A lot of people believe that they have to take out a bunch of these raptors. You do not. You can just run very carefully through here. Especially if somebody's already pulled a bunch of these guys. Now, if you're trying to get skinning up and no one's over here, this is a fantastic place to come to get skinning up. But, like, this dude is going to go ahead and aggro all of them, which is fine by me. There's the stolen silver. We'll help this guy out. There we go. Oh, he's a skinner. We'll leave him alone. I know, I'm too nice for a WoW player. I'm supposed to be more of a, me first kind of guy. I'm not. I really don't care. But once we finish Crossroads, before we go wandering off anywhere else, we are going to come down here and we're going to do all of the quests that we can here. Because there's stuff that will take us along this coastline here, coastline up this way, back up here a little bit. And then once we complete all those, we'll go to Camp Tarajo and we'll do even more quests down in this southern area. That's kind of the game plan, so to speak, that I'll be running with, is doing that. There is a chamois world forged item, if I remember correctly, right up over this hill. So these guys are 18. They're technically supposed to be a little outside of our wheelhouse. But again, we are a hunter. We have a pet that is able to do a lot to help us. If I remember correctly, that World Forge... It may actually be back further that way. Oh, alright. Go for it, level 22 chamois. I know you got that in you. Shamans seem to be doing pretty good. Now, as far as the tank chamois go, I really doubt it, but... but there is a chamois world forged item over here. We found it last time we were doing this quest. Hey, there's one. And that was just from taking out those guys. Sorry, Rogue. Oh, snap. Oh, this is not going to be good for us. Didn't we have a healing potion? Nope. I thought we had a healing potion. Oh, we do. It was just way up here. I was looking down here. Let's see. Fired up. Oh no, this is a mage, not even a chamois one. Okay. Dealing direct damage with fire spells has a 12% chance to cause your next direct damage fire spell to be a guaranteed critical hit. That's pretty dope if you're doing a fire mage. And I guess the chamois doesn't have a way to res. Pop the book. We can get all the ones that they've already taken down. Let's call our pet. Mend. Or not revive. Mend pet, there we go. Feed pet, just because. And then we eat. And drink, that's fine. There's the level. Their fireballs hurt. I almost don't want to fight geomancers. Well, got more people helping with the taking down of the things. Okay, it looks like we're gonna control this back half here. Oh, we can just shoot through houses. Okay. That's fun. Oh, here we go. There's the chamois one I was looking for. Even more people. A stone collar. Any amount of money we can pick up is good. So this is called shock tactics. We really need to go dump stuff in the bank. Increases critical strike chance of your shock spells by 15%, which is nice. I don't know where our party people are. Because we're kind of spread out everywhere. Yep. That's all I was waiting on, was to see who was going to need roll on it. Come on, Tommy. You gotta start being helpful, bruh. All right, we are at 44 out of 60. $46 out of 60. The downside is we don't get them every time we do it, a takedown. So there's 47, and we don't get 2 every time, which is freaking terrible. The fact that we are behind by 3 levels on this quest is insane too. You're supposed to be level 20 doing this. So we just need 9 more now. Seven more. 6 more. Five. Glyph of Fireball, which is a good one for mages as well. We don't really need it, but it sounds like we won it, but we didn't. All right. Well, our group left. We need 4 more. Two more. One more. Hit accept. I don't know who he wanted me to invite, but there we go. We're done. Let's go ahead and just hearth out, because we're done with everything down here. We just need to turn everything here, do one more quest that's right behind him, and then we've got the harpies, and we're pretty much done with this area now. Where is the innkeeper? You guys are burying the innkeeper. I think we only need to keep... I'll keep 30 just to be on the safe side there. Yeah, we ended up with 61 of the tusks, so... Cliff of Flame Shock. Hey, look, she moved back magically. Alright, she gave us another quest. I don't know where to, but she did. This is Thunderbluff, Silverpine Forest. Silverpine we might grab.
Blood and thunder.
That's actually a good one for us. Open up that. Pathfinding. Increases the speed bonus for your aspect of the cheetah and aspect of the pack by 8%. Increases your speed while mounted by 10%. The movement, mounted movement speed increase does not stack with other effects. Divine Fury. Reduces the casting time of your Smite, Holy Fire, Heal, and Greater Heal spells by 0.5 seconds. That's for Paladins. 3 strength, 1 agility, 1-handed axe. No, thank you. You don't have any quests. You don't know. You don't know. So yeah, we are... Oh, yeah. Camp Tarajo. That's where they want us to go next. What we'll probably do is, because there's actually 2 quests to go to Thunderbluff, so we may go ahead and pick up the 2 quests for Thunderbluff, go turn in just those 2 quests, don't pick anything else up while we're there, and then come back and do some other stuff. But we did level up. We are now level 16. That is awesome. Let's get some more ranged damage. Because, like, here's the deal. And we actually have plenty of gold now to get our mount speed. I forgot to do that while we were there in town. But I mean, we have plenty of I mean, we're really stacking the damage there. We have plenty of money for our mount speed. As far as quests go, we're going to turn this in. Then we'll go up there because that's going to cause us to go back to town anyway. We'll be able to use our portal to get back to town. There we go. Counterattack. And all we got to do, because it looks like people have already done it, is we just need to be able to sneak in while everybody's angry, steal the banner, get away from all the storm damage. Pet goes on passive. Heal pet. There we go. Woo! That was close. There we go. Fell Vitality. This is for Affliction or Destruction Warlocks. Increases the stamina and intellect of your Imp, Voidwalker, Succubus, Fell Hunter, and Fell Guard by 15%, and increases your maximum health and mana by 3%. Sounds like a juicy, juicy plan. If you're playing a Warlock, anyway. That's sellable, because that is strength and stamina. I'd be okay with, like, int agility. That would be fantastic for male gear, just saying. Or even leather gear. I'll take both. Int agility. I'd prefer agility over int, but it is what it is. Because we could do this, which increases our attack power again equal to our int. So if we get male gear that has int on it, it still will benefit our attack range. So, or our range damage rather. But for now, I'm going to dump all 5 points into this. And then we'll unlock that second row there. What's up, big guy? Ugh. Excusez-moi. Alright, so for here, there's not a whole lot we need to do. We're going to sit down and eat. Then we are going to read said book. Aspect of the cheetah, which is meh. Make sure I'm still over 3.8. Yeah. Plus, we've got plenty to sell, so we're good. Alright, so we are trying to take down pretty much everything that flies. There's one, and we got a Mystic Scroll. Nice. This is for rogues. Yeah, we're going to have to go to the bank soon. Let's see. Aspect of the cheetah can go down here. We're never going to use it because the problem is with aspect of the cheetah, yes, it lets us run faster, but if you get tagged, you get stunned. It is one of the many reasons people hated hunters back in the day. Because their aspect, they would be out in the world trying to run and do things, and then all of a sudden they'd get into a dungeon and not turn off aspect of the cheetah, and then everybody would get hit and stunned, and you're like, holy crap. So it is one of the many, many reasons why hunters had a very bad name back in the day. I'll bet you if we go looking around here, I'm sure there's world forged items, possibly mystic enchants out here somewhere. Mongoose bite. Hey, level 17. We are really moving and grooving. I think we're having an easier and faster time on this guy than we did with the druid at all. We're happening to spend less time, uh, you know, eating and drinking. Yeah, we've got to worry about, you know, ammo and our pet happiness and stuff like that. But I think just overall, we are doing much, much better. All right, so we're going to use this guy to get us the heck out of here. I hope I ran far enough to where if anything respawns. And then we're going to pick up the next Harpy quest, which is going to make us come up here anyway. But I want to wait till we hit 18 because we can get multi-shot, which will help us in dungeons. Let's sell.
Something special.
2 agility. I should really be like
The eternal
trying to sell some of this stuff on the auction house, but I'm good. I'm surprised we still haven't gotten a helm or a shoulder piece.
blood and
That's not what I want here. Oh.
may your blades never
All right, now our mount can actually go a little bit faster, so I'm happy with that. He now has a new quest. It's going to take us to Ashen Vale. Yeah. And we don't want Ashen Vale, because as soon as we get to the part where we may go to Ashen Vale, we may not struggle like we did with the Druid and have to go over to the Undead Lands. But, there we go. Any more pet talents? No. I'm not sure how the pet talents are going to work, but we will figure it out eventually. Okay. But yeah, as far as questing goes, I don't know if we're going to have to go over to the undead area and deal with all that, because we're doing so much better on the hunter than we did with the druid. That might be in part that we're hitting a little bit harder. We're, just overall doing better. Gear wise, I would love to have some better gear. I know it says that int is a thing that we need, but I think agility is more important. This skill here, you can get range damage to be 100%, or to increase your ranged attack power by 100% of your int, which is great. We may put points into that at some point, but our int is only 27, so as long as our int isn't getting ridiculous out of hand, we should be okay. Now, it is one of those things that if we wanted to, we could find ways, even if they're just enchants, to add int to stuff. We could put int on our guy and be perfectly okay with that. I think I have that transmog. Do I? I do. I don't want the... Yeah. I'd rather go with this one. Okay. So now we're into the second set of harpies. We need the lieutenants. They're a little bit further in. I'm going to go check that cart that was over here. See if there's any world forged items over on this side. And then we'll keep on going with the quest. But it's just a weird place to have a big old cart if there's not going to be anything over here. Anything? Really? How weird. Just a weird place to have a cart if there's nothing over here to grab from it. Alright, well, we need to go further in anyway to get to the lieutenants. I'm gonna guess they're over here somewhere since I see people taking down some people. Okay. But yeah, I think the hunter is arguably the best option for us. I mean, it feels smooth, it feels nice. Don't get me wrong, I like the druid, but I think druid we're just gonna go with healer, and we'll go healer and kitty cat. Healer for dungeons, kitty cat for questing. I'm like trying to do a little bit of exploring as well back here because I've never really looked around too much doing these quests. Oh. So I'm not sure. Look, it looks like there's something over there, but that also looks like the same chamois one we picked up earlier. So let's go check that out. Come on, there we go. You may have stopped me from doing anything for a minute, but my pet, on the other hand, we're gonna heal him up and then help him out. It doesn't look like we can loot this. So, moving on. This might be the last one we need. There we go. All right, let's mount up. Now that we have faster mount speed, yay! And then we're just gonna have to run out of here because we don't have any more hearth. No more hearth ability. This is why this quest sucks. Because it's literally run up here, run back. Run up here, run back. You're lucky if you get at least one hearth. Not everybody has the Fel-infused gateway that acts as a secondary hearthstone. So it's rough, man. All right. Plus the XP for the amount of time. Like, that's the other thing, too, is, like, there used to be an add-on, and I wish they could get it figured out and put on here, because don't get me wrong, I love PF Quest, but we had one called Quest Helper. And literally, you would come in, and you would go, you know, you'd pick up a quest, and it'd be like, okay, but pick up these other two quests here, because they're going to be in the same general area. And it cut down the total amount of time it took to level significantly, because you weren't happening to do, you know, this running back and forth nonsense, because it'd be like, okay, well, if you're going to go do the harpies, you can also go do this pool, and then you can also do this quest, and then you can do this quest, because it's going to be in a line, right? And so you're just boop, 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 done. And it did that to everything. The problem with PF Quest is you have to pick up everything, and then it just determines its own routing system based on where the last quest you picked up is and how close the quests are. So, like, basically what it does is it goes, okay, if you're starting here, it's going to just slowly spiral out and do this with your quests, which arguably is not the most efficient way to do quests, but it is a an efficient way to get quests, I guess. Um, there is one more add-on I want to get and try, which I'll probably do tonight when I get home from work. And it is one that deals with rares and loot. So I believe that what it can do is show us where World Forged items are. I don't think it will, but it will at least tell us where rares are, and rares have a chance of dropping Mystic Enchants. So now we just have the last Harpy quest for Serena Bloodfeather. So she's all the way in the itsy bitsy back there. And then once we're done with that, we turn it in, and we're basically done with Crossroads. We'll take a quick jaunt over to Orgrimmar. Let's see, how much time do I got left? Oh, we got plenty of time. So yeah, we will take a quick jaunt over into Orgrimmar, and then when we'll come back to Crossroads, we'll go down here to Ratchet, and we will do as much of the Ratchet quests as we can. There are a couple there that require us to go to, like, Booty Bay, which I don't want to do. They'll take us over into Stone Talon Mountains and stuff like that. I don't want to do all that nonsense. What I'm trying to do is complete all of the Barrens, and then from there determine whether or not we want to go do Stone Talon Mountain, which is probably what we'll do. And yeah, we'll just move on from there. But I feel like we are doing so much better. Because I want to say we were like 18, 19 when we started trying to do Ratchet and Stone Talon with the Druid, but we were having to party up with a lot of people, and it was cutting our XP down, because we just recently hit 30. And we're over in, like, we just completed Silver Pine Fort. Like, we were 20, 23, 24, something like that, when we finished Tristful Glades. We went down to Silver Pine Forest, got to, like, 27, 28. Oop. World loot. I think we went too far north. We need to go over more. Oh no, we went too far west. We need to go more north. Yeah, I mean, we just hit level 33, and we've almost finished all of Hillsbride Foothills at 33. So I don't know, like, I'd have to go back and see where we were at on the Druid when we went into Stone Talon Mountain to complete its area. And we didn't even complete all of it. Oop, hold up. Another World Forged item. Sorry, bud. Oh, and it's a Mystic Scroll. Nice! That's like literally as soon as you walk in, that little mountain right there. Hey, thanks for the sub. I appreciate that. Christian Jamie Cunas Navarro. I really hope I enunciated your name correctly. Yes. Good morning. I just saw your message. My apologies. But yes, it is free to play. Bronzebeard is on the live servers now, so you do not need to purchase Bronzebeard. Yes, Ascension WoW is free. All you gotta do is go to ascension.gg. Google that, and it will pull it up for you. See if this person will invite us. Otherwise, they're not going to have a fun time since we can pull faster. But yes, ascension.gg. Download it. It's free to play. Doesn't cost you a dime unless you want to spend money on the store. Once we take this chick down, I want to go behind the tree and see if there's anything there. We're getting close to the point where I think we need to start getting more ammo. There we go. I don't see anything there. Ah, see? There is something back here. Stolen Crossroads shipment. You missed. Strength, stamina, and parry rating. So if you are a newbie tank, there you go. The scroll that we picked up is for warlocks called Shadow Siphon. So Devin, if you see this, I found you a mystic enchant, my guy. Your Shadow Burn deals 25% more damage to targets below 35% health and restores 10% health when you gain a soul shard from Shadow Burn. I don't know what Shadow Burn is. I haven't played the warlock high enough to do that, but there's another one for you, boss. All right, let's mount up and just run. But yeah, so it is 100% free. You do not need to pay for it. There's no monthly subscriptions, none of that jazz. I would encourage anyone to, if you really like the game, donate to them so that they can keep doing the great things that they do with this game. But that is entirely up to you and your financial capabilities. But yes, Ascension is free to play. There's now 3 current free servers. Well, technically 4, but 3 versions. There is Wildcard, which is on Elune. Basically, every time you level up, you are going to roll a dice, and it can give you any skill or talent point from any class or tree. There is Area 52, which is free pick, which also has archetypes. You can click an archetype and just level normally, and it automatically does everything for you. You don't have to worry about it. Or during free pick, you can pick what skills and talent points and all that fun stuff you want while leveling. And now there is Bronzebeard and our paired server called Malfurion. This is the original 9 classes of World of Warcraft on a new and improved and envisioned version of Classic. So we are still technically in vanilla. Highest level is going to be 60. There is no flying mounts. We cannot go to Outland. None of that fun stuff. Hopefully that's coming soon. We'll find out. But yes, that is what it is. Currently for Bronzebeard, there is no heirloom items until you hit 60. There is no XP items such as the Aura of Experience or Potions of Experience. Those are supposed to be unlocked sometime in the next coming weeks. But yeah. There. Just so everybody knows, though, we are going to be going for about another hour, and then I have to actually get off and head to work. Unfortunately, oh, he's got a really cool mount. It's a giant gingerbread cookie. All right, that's agility for a dagger, stamina. We'll go with whatever gives us the most money, which is the polearm or axe. All right, so now he tells us we need to go to Stone Talon. So we're not going to pick that quest up yet. Like I said, we'll do all the random quest stuff. Actually, we can go do the Orgrimmar quests. This guy right here has a quest to Orgrimmar because we need to go to Orgrimmar to dump stuff in our bank. And then we'll come back and head down to Ratchet and start doing those quests. Because we got plenty of time to do that. We still have literally an hour. Show me where I can fly, please. Orgrimmar. But yeah, Hunter is just crushing it. We are not 18 yet. We're about halfway through level 17. Am I able to open this? We're getting so many scrolls that we can use to just roll to do enchants. I wish we could sell these, to be honest with you. I think it would be better if these were sellable on the auction house. But that's a me kind of thing. Are we able to dual wield? I swear I saw a hunter that was dual wielding. It says we have access to fist weapons, daggers, crossbows, bows, axes, guns, polearms, stabs, swords, but it doesn't let me know if I'm able to dual wield. I mean, we can always try and put on... Because I swear I saw a hunter that had on two... It looked like he had two of these on. Because, let's be honest, this is probably the coolest weapon. But he had on two daggers. To get some more agility, but I didn't think we could do that. Okay. Yep. Fall down. Oh. That might be a slight problem. Alright. We'll just grab one because I've got this bag here. Just to add a little bit more space. And then when we start doing some enchanting stuff later on, we'll have all those. I'm gonna hold on to this dagger. Let's see, that is one-handed and one-handed, so it does not say main hand. So let's just try something real quick, and then if it doesn't work, oh well. Divine Intellect, that's Paladin. Yes. So, no, we do not have a way to dual wield. So I don't know what I saw then. While we're here, we're gonna do the Orgrimmar quest.
Speak, friend. Be safe.
Browse goods.
For the Horde.
And there we go. So now we can fly back, because that was all we really needed. I don't want to waste my Hearthstone. Go. Almost 18. This is awesome. We've gained so many levels this episode. I don't know what you're crying about, YouTube, but stop it.
What can I help you?
Show me where I can fly. We need to go back to the crossroads. We will do this. I mean, it's actually really simple. All you got to do is hit here, find group, leave group. Quest complete. So we can get that off of our bar. I'm waiting until we hit 18 to try and do a dungeon. Alright, so what is YouTube yelling about? For whatever reason, it says it's not getting enough. Just whatever. Like, I'm seriously looking at the stream right now. on my phone, and it's not buffering at all. So I don't know. I don't know what YouTube is doing. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, so we're gonna turn this in, and then we're gonna go over here to Ratchet. I wanna start doing those quests. Then we'll go down to Jorn and do those quests down there in Camp Tarajo. Turn this in. And away we go. Actually, before we go running off, there is a dude over here that sells ammo, I believe. Is it you? Yes, you sell sharp arrows. I want... There. 1,800 should do. Make sure that they're still equipped. Yes. If we can find a Fletcher at some point, or a bow person, whatever, we'll see if we can buy a better bow than the 16 to 24, but I doubt it. It may be something that we're going to have to look into possibly finding in the open world as a world forged item, or we may have to just suck it up and wait until we can get one in a dungeon loot box, maybe. I'm not opposed to using guns either, or crossbows. It just depends on the damage per second and the stats. So nothing here. This looks like it goes into the mountain. See if there's anything back in here. Oh, yeah, there's something. Peon Motivator. Really? I like how they're using axes to try and take out stone. Like, I don't want to tell you how to do your jobs there, peons, but reason why it's slow going is you're using the wrong tool. Alright, let's mount back up. Head over here. There's actually a lot of good quests that you can get here. So... I hear a bunch of little peoples. I wonder if they're headed to church this morning. Though it seems like it's a little late for them to be heading to church. Or maybe just the church I was going to when I was their age was like super early in the morning. Like I could be the one in the wrong here. Like I feel like church started at like, I want to say 10 a.m. and went until like noon, 1, something like that. Because I was always like stupid hungry by the time we were able to, wasn't in there. There he is.
Time is money, friend.
I don't think this is the quest that I want. Because one of them is a dungeon quest. Yeah, see, this is a dungeon quest, so abandon. We do not want the tubers.
Talk to me. Yeah. Keep it real.
Raptor horns.
Hurry back.
Make sure none of those are quests or dungeons. So there you go. Yeah, the only thing I don't want to do is pick up dungeon quests because unlike back in the day where you could be like, oh, I need to do Razorfin Carls. So you could queue for just Razorfin. Can't do that here. That. He can sell you Mystic Scrolls too, just FYI. Run up here.
What brings you here?
There we go. But like I said, there are a ton of quests here. This used to be, in fact, I think it still is technically a starting zone. So if you start here at level 1, you know, all of their quests are lower level. I don't know why you would want to start here, though. Because very quickly you're going to find out that you are not leveled high enough for it.
What do you want?
But it is something that you can do with the travel permit if you buy the travel permit on the store.
Be good. Have a good one.
Okay, I think we have picked up everything that we can do here. So as you can see, like, look at just how crazy like there's the stuff up there, there's turn in there, there's stuff over here. I mean, there's a ton everywhere. I'm gonna go start way up here in the north. So the easiest way to do that is to take this flight. Actually, before we do that, because all the turn-ins are back here, we're going to set our Hearthstone here. Then we're gonna fly to Crossroads and then run north. General goods. Plus, I don't want to move on until we finish as many of the quests here as we can. Because from here, we'll go to Traho. From Traho, we'll go to Stone Talon. Alright, so let's get to the Flight Master. Use the Flight Master to get us to... well, I don't know. Would it be easier to go to Orgrimmar and then run out the back? I think so. I think if we go to Orgrimmar and then we run out the back, we'll be right there where that quest starts. So we'll do that. Welcome to the stream, by the way, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. I know I haven't said it during this stream, but just to let you guys know, there is a fundraiser that we are technically being a part of. As you can see above my head, it is for the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's research to help find a cure for it. The biggest way you guys can help me is actually just to share this video to everybody that you know, or this stream. That way more people can get eyes on it and we can bring better awareness to Parkinson's disease. It is a very debilitating disease because it basically locks you in your own body because you eventually will not have control over any part of yourself. It is a terrible, terrible disease that the Michael J. Fox Foundation is trying to get donations for in order to try and help find a cure for it. But yes, if you would be so kind as to share this stream and this YouTube channel, the entire month of October, we are doing a 100-hour stream challenge, which means I will be streaming every day for anywhere between 3 and 9 hours to try and hit that 100-hour goal. Oop, I just jumped off and I didn't need to. So we would greatly appreciate it if you could share that so we could bring more awareness to more people. Let's see here. We want to go this way. Mount up. and then we're going to run out the back door. Hall of Legends, if you're into PvP, there you go. I am not. I don't like PvP. Eventually, I might get into PvP because we can do war mode, so that if we do come across other players, the only ones I really would not want to fight are paladins. They are uber scary. I found a DPS paladin in a dungeon yesterday. You guys can go watch that stream if you want. It's towards the very end. But we found a paladin that was so darn powerful. I almost want to say that the lag issues we were having yesterday were because of him. Like, it was... He found a way with enchants and skills to get one of the hardest hitting skills paladins have access to and put it on a permanent 2-second cooldown. So, like, he can spam this ability every 2 seconds, and it's supposed to be one that has, like, a 15 to 30-second cooldown or something like that. But because of a Mystic Enchant and a couple talent points, or a couple... it may have been more than one Mystic Enchant, but... because he was explaining it to the tank paladin that not only can you do it as a ret paladin, but you can do it as a tank paladin. And it just basically makes you hit like an absolute truck. So I don't want to fight paladins just on the principle that if they have that, I'm going to get one shot. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. They can ignore my pet, run up, and one-tap me. So I don't want to deal with that at all. Yeah, we'll accept groups. Why not? What's up, Shams? You have a weird buff on you, Shams, but... Oh, kids are outside. So I take it they are not going to church today. Is there anything up here? I'm going to say no. Oh, there's a person up here. I was just trying to see if there was any, like, World Forged items up there. Got a druid out here. Level 37 druid. I don't know what we're supposed to be looting from these guys. Oh, we're looking for one item called a Cat's Eye Emerald. Okay. I'm gonna go in here. I don't know if anybody's in here. I see a bunch of corpses though, so it is not looking good. Oh, it's because there's a paladin in here. But there also might be other stuff in here, so... Go, Shams. I don't know what kind of Shams you's going, but go. Ah, so there is stuff back here. Good. I don't know what the drop chance is for this item. So we might be here for a while. Loaded ring. Strength and improves haste rating. And then we got gloves with spirit on them. I don't want my guy to die. Okay. Healer got us. Nice job, Druid. Still don't have it. But we needed the boss. Ooh, get out of that. Right? Didn't we need to take out? I swear that was a quest, wasn't it? I guess not. Interesting. Or it was, and we just didn't accept the quest. It's all good. That's fine. Oh. The Shammy died. That's not good. Shammy should have healed said self. But... okay. We're done. So we got that. Juggernaut leggings. Oh, wow. For a second it said 10 strength. I was like, bro, at our level, 10 strength, that's phenomenal. Leave party. Mount up. Alright, so now we got to go over this way. And then we've got down here. Then we run down this way. And then we can go back to town. Or at least attempt all of that before we have to get off for the day. But I do appreciate everybody stopping by. I'm sorry you feel that way, Style. I quite enjoy playing Ascension WoW. So... we need raptor horns. We need these guys. I guess my question to you, Style, would be why do you say that Ascension is worse than Turtle? I mean, if we're going to be fair about it, Ascension's not currently being sued or having the RICO Act involved. Just saying. I know technically it doesn't mean much, but if it does go through the courts, I mean, there's a high probability that y'all's servers could be shut down, however temporarily. Just to appease. I'm supposed to have Aspect of the Hawk on, and I keep forgetting. Yeah, I would love to know why you think Turtle's better than Ascension. I haven't played Turtle. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I have not played Turtle. Um, I did think about it before Bronzebeard went live. Because everything I read about Turtle makes it sound like it's literally what Bronzebeard is for the most part. So, I mean, if I'm gonna leave playing Ascension, where I've already built the community around it, to go play Turtle, it would have to be something that I knew for a fact was going to be much higher demand for people wanting to watch content for it. Okay, that's fine. They're saying that quest is bugged, so we're just gonna skip it and move on. The quest that is supposed to be right there is called Ignition, and you have to go up the oil platform, take out a guy, and then come back down to him. But the quest giver apparently is not where he's supposed to be, and he's not giving out the quest, so... we want to come right over here. Let these guys aggro everything. That's fine by me. I want to pick this up. So now we finally have shoulders. They're inch shoulders, so not too awesome there, but they are what they are. Okay, that didn't do anything. We definitely need a better bow now. Or a gun, or a crossbow. Like, I don't care what it is. We need it for more damage. Keep saying I get interrupted from that. Shut off the main valve. Shut off main control. Fuel control valve. Now what does it want me to do? Do I do it again? Nope. No, it says I gotta go up this way. We'll just go hide in the hut. And then that way I can just sit here and wait for the respawn. Oh. Hey, there we go. Jump. Vent pet. because he'll take that guy out and then come run to us, which is fine. 66 or 1 silver. We want the 1 silver. Alright, that quest is now done. So now we're running way down that way. Leave party. Mad Maglish. Trouble with the dogs. Is that inside a dungeon? It is. So we're actually abandoning that. So now it is, we just hearth back. Or do we want to hearth back? Yes, we want to hearth back because then we're going to do this whole area here. We'll turn everything into, we'll hit 18. We got 30 minutes left, guys. That should give us enough time once we turn in these quests to do at least one dungeon, maybe. I mean, we'll try. Try and do one.
What's up? Time is money, friend.
There was level 18.
Yo. Keep it real. Hey, how you doing?
If you should suffer, he would jump at the chance to fix it. South of Morshawn Ramparts, the Horde outpost between the Barrens and Ashen Vale. Sure, we'll pick that up. And then we're gonna go run down. Ooh, there's a guy with a quest right here.
Time is money, friend.
Oh, yeah, nope. That's the one that wants you to go into the Barrens, or into Wailing Caverns. And Wailing Caverns is actually an incredibly long dungeon. Alright, let's grab that. Go book. Come on. We want to get Aspect of the Hawk, Multi-Shot, Serpent Sting, Track Undead, and we're good. Okay, let's loot everything. Blood Splatter, this is Rogue. Those boots are better. Okay. All of this can now be sold. So we'll just walk into the general goods store here.
I got what you need. Keep it real. Time is money, friend.
Okay. Does he have the ammo pouch? No. But he does have heavy shot. 1600. Let's go back up to 1800 there. If we had an ammo pouch, I would go ahead and grab it and 1800 bullets in case we get a gun that's good for us. Is there a queue or am I bugged? Are you talking about for dungeons? Yeah, it's right here. Queue, right there. Or are you talking about getting into the game, Abdullah? Or I'm gonna be honest with you. I probably will mispronounce your first name like I just did. But are you talking about trying to get into the game? Because there should not be a queue system. They fixed that part. So the Baron can usually be found in 3 places. The big thing though is he's usually like right here in this one. Yeah. That's what happens when you try to take on literally all of them. We're waiting on 1 DPS, seriously. Alright, and then we want to take Growl off. Put you on. Multi-shot, we'll take over for that. And then we want to pop Bubblehead. And we want to grab just all the quests. Except for that one. Revenge is dumb because it's just a ring. Crazy that multi-shot has a cooldown. We're gonna go ahead and put 1 more point into
I'll rip the secret from your flesh.
Problem is I feel like we're missing some skills. Like I don't think we're shooting fast enough, you know what I mean? Let's see here. Auto shot, melee, aimed shot. Yeah, so he's got aimed shot. We do not. But he's also level 23, so. Because aimed shot is right there. So we need 2 more levels to get aimed shot. We're almost there. So we get that at 20. I'm basically just using auto shot and whatever skills I can when they come up. Also, this hunter doesn't seem to have... Oh, he does. It's a wolf. I see it. It's like blending in with the... There we go. Get some big numbers up. If I remember to use my hunter's mark. Bro, if you're just gonna need on stuff. Strength, agility. I don't care which one it replaces, that's fine. This will probably sell in the auction house just because I know for a fact those can actually sell really well. Ooh, I did not mean to set my trap down. Can't do anything with that one. Can't do anything with that one. Stamina and spell power does not help us. What I do want to do is do this. He's got deadly aim. So that one we do not have, but it also requires level 20. And then he has quick shot. Are the two that he has on. Okay. So that is what we are going to need. I mean, it's possible that that's what we're going to need, but... anything that can help us boost damage of the skills we are going to be using. So aim shot, multi-shot, quick shot. Strength, stamina, strength, agility. If we get it, we get it. That's fine. Ideally, we only want to use multi-shot when there's more than 3 targets, but I'm not 100% sure. I know that's how it used to be, is you wanted to use it for 2 or less. Again, we don't do spell power. I wish I could see his gear. Agility. Agility. Okay, so yeah, he's stacking agility as well. So, that's what I thought. I wish the traps were launchable. Because I have a macro for that. That would be fun. Oh, lag. I mean, we're doing okay. We're staying within 300 damage of the other hunter, and the other hunter is considerably higher level than us. They just hit 23, or are... yeah, they just hit 23 because their mana's all the way back up. Let's do this. Drop. Come on. Drop the stupid trap. Thank you. Gross. More lag. Come on. Okay. Nothing we can turn in here, but that's fine. Alright, let's leave party. Open up our bag. Ooh, we got a gun. It does do more damage. I don't mind if we lose the, Okay, then we put Growl back on. There we go. That's the Baron that we needed. We are completely out of mana. Okay. We're gonna come run up over here and grab some mana. Let's see, how much time we got left? 15 minutes. So we can start, I just don't know if I can complete this quest in 15 minutes. The Guns of Northwatch. Because it requires 3 captains and a bunch of people taken down. So I don't think we can. So we may go ahead and just hearth and call that good for today. We'll turn in these quests here, these 3, because this requires us to go to Camp Tarajo. So yeah, we'll just hearth. We'll turn those in, see if we get anything good. We did get this gun. I'm going to hold on to it. We did get another legendary, so we're going to hold on to it. Let's go ahead and do this. Primal. This is for druids. So we got another druid one, which is nice. By the way, in case you guys don't know this, anytime you get a scroll like that, it is added regardless of what you are. So, like, if I just go in here and I say collected, you're going to see that we have druids. I've got paladins. I've got priest, mage, like a whole bunch of everybody, right? The only ones that don't get added, as far as I know, are, well, I don't know. That one says it's collected, so I may be wrong. I figured that was going to be the only ones that was not going to be officially collected, was going to be the ones that you pick up in the wild. But I guess I was wrong. So as long as you're picking them up, period, you get the Mystic Enchants.
Keep it quick, kid. I ain't got all day.
Freeboaters will pick up. Where does this one get turned in? Okay. So we're not going there yet. What about this one? Show that. Way up there. Okay, so that's if we were going to go to Ashenvale, and I don't want to do that. We'll turn it in because it'll be worth some XP later, but I'm not gonna worry about that. So yeah, I mean we gained almost 5 levels today in 2 almost 3 hours worth of gameplay. So is it the fastest leveling experience? Absolutely not. There are people that have hit 60 in 5 days. This guy is definitely not going to do that. I wish I had the ability to just sit here and keep playing for you guys. Unfortunately, this is a hobby of mine for now. I'm hoping to get it to where it is my job so that I can do stuff like that for you guys, but we will see. Other than that, I will catch you guys later. I'm going to go ahead and head out towards work so I can get me something to eat on the way to work. But I do appreciate each and every one of you. Again, we are trying to do this to bring awareness for Parkinson's disease through the Michael J. Fox Foundation. So if you guys could share this, make sure you like it. If you're not already, following me on Twitch or sub to me on YouTube. Make sure you do that. I am on both platforms. We will be streaming literally every day, so it is what we are doing. I'm having an absolute blast. I hope you guys are having an absolute blast, and we will catch you in the next one, heroes. Stay legendary. Peace out.